Hello and welcome to another Monday live stream. I'm excited to do this one. I did a caricature of myself a while back. Let me turn this down. Too loud. I did a caricature of myself a while back based off of a drawing that my friend Nathan Lindsay did. He was an animator friend, or is an animator friend that I worked with at Avalanche. He is now an instructor or professor at BYU, and amazing guy. And it's his birthday today, so happy birthday, Nathan! So we are going to be doing a new caricature of me, and it's going to be fun. So yeah, let's get to it. Hey Neil, hey me, how's it going? How are you guys this fine Monday? If you guys can't remember what the original drawing looked like, here it is. I love it. I love it. I think it's yeah, it's not the most flattering thing ever, but it's accurate. I think. So I'm going to make that, but I'm going to tweak it a little bit, give him a hat, do the thing. So I don't even know where my old version went, the one I did before. I'll have to find that one and see if I can find it. Anyway, yeah, it should be fun. Okay. Doing better now? Hey, what's up, Ryan? Okay. I'm doing well, thanks. We're listening to some BT today. BT. I can never remember what the T stands for. Brian something or other. He feels like his music is the natural evolution from one of my favorite bands in the 80s, Howard Jones. Why did I do that? Which is interesting because he actually toured with Howard Jones last year or 2 years ago, before COVID, pre-COVID. And I missed that concert. It sold out and I wasn't able to get any tickets. So I hope they tour again, because I think that would be a phenomenal concert to go see. If you're into that techno electronic music, I think started in the 80s and it's the reason I like BT's stuff is because it's techno without being crazy repetitive. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is repetitive, but it's not like insane, It's very what should I say? It's ambient. It's very nice to listen to while you're working, while you're sculpting. I like inspiring artists with their music. Of how pointy his head. He made the head. Hey Frank, how you doing? It has been a while. Welcome to the stream. Hey Delia. Thanks, Neil. Yes, interesting you bring that up, Neil, because yes, I'm starting what is eventually going to become the 2.0 content. I've been, every artist is kind of a victim of their own has to be perfect ideals, like you've probably heard you are your own worst critic, right? And it's been that way with trying to get the next iteration of my course out. I recorded it it's almost 4 years now, going on 4 years. And I've added a whole bunch of lessons since I initially recorded it, but I've been wanting to re-record a majority of it for the longest time because I've learned, by watching what my students have done and learned from me, I've learned what kind of resonates with them and what needs to be taught more, I guess. Or taught better. I don't know how I should say that. But so I've been wanting to re-record it, and I've just been spinning my wheels for, it feels like 4 years. And because I've been wanting to do some stylized anatomy stuff, some, just some rendering stuff, just new things. So what I've decided to finally do is set myself a schedule that I can't really go back on. I'm just going to commit and just do it, because they say, like, finished is better than perfect. So I've decided let's just do it, right? And starting this week, this Sunday actually, we're going to start with doing what I call a Saturday morning cartoon block out, and it's where you just take Saturday morning cartoon characters and block them out as best as you can, and it's going to come with instruction. So I'll be giving some instruction on this coming Sunday for current students, and if you sign up, you can come watch it with us. All right. Hey, what's up, Maker JP? How you doing, man? Thanks for swinging by. I am sculpting, I'm sculpting a caricature of myself. So as I mentioned when I first started, hey, Sumerian, they're still coming. They're still coming. We ran into some snags, and they're still coming. But excited. I do have some of them right here, but the cowboy kind of didn't come out quite as intended, so we're printing them out again. You're on a train in the UK. Nice. Okay. So anyway, I'm modeling a caricature of myself that a good friend of mine, his name is Nathan Lindsay. He's a phenomenal animator that I worked with at Avalanche/Disney back in the day. I think I'm going to block this out a little bit differently this time. Let's see. I think so. Yep, that's him. Good job, Neil the Sleuth. I'm gonna go listen to. Okay. So the original drawing looks like this. This is done by my friend Nathan. So back at Avalanche, we had a wall. I shouldn't say the animation department had a wall down in the animation department that was just covered with caricatures of people that we worked with, and it was I have pictures of it somewhere, but it was just absolutely phenomenal. And there are some really good caricature artists there at Avalanche, and as you can tell by this one. Anyway, hey, VC Drum, please don't advertise on the stream. I appreciate it. Thank you. So, anyway, just great caricatures, and Nathan was one of the best. And I was fortunate enough to have him do one of me, but I modeled this back when he first did it, and I wish I had it up, but I want to update it because I've grown in skill level, and I've also lost some weight. So I want to kind of do some adjustments to it, and yeah. So hopefully we'll see what we can do. All right. Yeah, fewer polygons needed. Hey, what's up, Jace? All right. Yeah, it's really strange modeling yourself. I'm not gonna lie. It's always a kind of a weird experience to either draw or sculpt yourself. You know, because you're like, what, is that what I really look like? Kind of a thing. And I guess it is. And, you know, I don't know. Let's reset this. Get some ears in there. I've got some pretty large ears. They're kind of hidden by these cans, but I don't know. I used to, when I was a kid, I wasn't a fan of my ears, but now I'm a fan. Make me unique. I used to have a haircut like those kids on Stranger Things where they'd grow their hair out over their ears. And so when I saw Stranger Things and I saw like the main kid, not the one that gets, well, yeah, I guess, and the one that gets taken or whatever. Sorry, spoilers if you haven't seen it, but anyway, I'm like, that's the haircut I had when I was a kid. Crazy. Oh, thank you so much, Signor. I appreciate it. Shada, I don't know how to say that, but hello and welcome. I'm doing well, thanks. Yep, all the better to hear you with, my dear. I love the shape that Nathan has drawn these ears in. Really unique and fun. Hey Eric, welcome. He is, yeah. He's at BYU. You know, I think I need to make, I like how he's got this really peeked out head. Whoa. I don't know if that's gonna work, but we'll see. Alex, I am planning it eventually, but I don't know that I will be doing a full character on the Pixologic live stream. We'll see. But I will definitely be doing one in some way, form, or fashion in the future, in the near future. I just don't know where I will be streaming it, if I'm going to be streaming it at all. We'll see. We'll see. But I do have some concepts lined up and that I'm really excited about. So yeah, my hat. So I'll probably just import that hat from my bear. I have a bear logo that I made a long time ago. You may have already seen it. It's kind of a bear that's supposed to look like me. I don't know how well I did with that one, but let me see. I'll show you that. So this is my bear logo, and you can see the hat. Whoa, come on, zoom in. There we go. So this hat is just a textured hat that I made in ZBrush, but this is kind of a bear version of me. What is my printer? I have a Form 2 at the moment. I'm looking into getting a Form 3. But right now I have a Form 2. Yeah, that hat is it's kind of like this one, but it's a different pattern on it. Okay. Hey Tom, how you doing? One of the things that has changed since this image is I have a thinner neck. Or at least I'd like to think so. No, I'm not replacing the bear. I'm just doing, this is for like my avatar. I like to just have my avatar up sometimes for like Facebook and things like that. Who knows? Just wherever you would use an avatar. It won't replace the logo. Stubborn Funky Donkey, how's it going? That's kind of dangerous to say. I almost swore. Yeah, glad you made it to the stream. That's awesome. Okay, let's see. Let's give him a mouth. This one. Maybe. Boom, boom, boom. Maybe right there. Sure. Let's do it. Turn off dynamic for a minute so I can see what I'm doing. And there's his neck. Why is your neck in your mouth? Do the same cartoon characters have the same anatomy as real characters? Yes, they're based in reality for sure. Just more exaggerated. Hey Inspire, how you doing? Doing okay? That's good. Okay is good. Okay is better than bad. Better than bad, it's good. Whoa, let's go topological on this. Okay. Let's split this off. You got that one, huh? Ren and Stimpy. Good. What's the easy way to sculpt the mouth and lips? Well, I'm doing it right now. I just like to make a mouth cavity and then I'll close it later after I remesh everything. Oops. It's got really small eyes close together, so that'll be a fun challenge to do because I usually do large eyes. It's just, yeah, it's for print or rendering, either one. How many hours a day is good to practice to become a pro? As many as you can handle without becoming burnt out. Oh, thanks, Neil. Let me, right. Oh, whoops. I'm like adjusting the bear instead of ZBrush. Get down here, ZBrush. Let's see, maybe right here. Oh, I did it again. Stop it. Stop it. There we go. Can you see him now? There we go. How's that? Thanks, Neil. All right. Always looking out for me. Even though ZBrush Live is still covering it, but that works. Yeah, burnout is real. There's a lot to be said about that because some people will get all they'll get all gung-ho, right? And they'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna sculpt a character every day for a month. Well, that's the fastest way to burn out, is trying to get that many characters done in a short amount of time. And I don't recommend, you know, those like those challenges where people will do a drawing every day for a month. That's fine for drawing, but for sculpting, it's a bit too much. So where can you find the brushes? Right, the link that Neil just posted. They're over at my website, 3dcharacterworkshop.com. And you scroll down a bit until you see like the blue area to enter your name and email, and that will get you there. Yeah, like Inktober for sure. Thanks for that. I was trying to remember what that was called, but there's like, you know, Mermay, and right now it's you know, May the 4th be with you. So there's lots of Star Wars ones, and I just recommend not doing that. So you plan on buying the course? Oh, cool. So I only have one course really. Hey, Senna. But now is a great time to join. We're about to embark on a series of weekly challenges. Should you first do stylized or realistic? It's completely up to you. One is not any harder or easier than the other, in my opinion. Oops. I recommend practicing blocking out characters if you're first going to start. So blocking out works for both realistic and stylized. So if your goal is AAA games and I've been told realistic portfolios are a must, I disagree with you. I've spent my career of 22 years and working at AAA studios, and I don't have a single realistic piece in my portfolio. So I would say my suggestion would be put in your portfolio, show what kind of characters you want to make and what kind of studios you want to work for. That's my advice. So if you're passionate about stylized characters, then do stylized characters. If you're passionate about realistic characters, then do that. Don't base it off of whether you're going to get a job or not. That's the wrong reason to do it. Yep. So Maker JP, he's another professional in the industry. Thanks for backing me up on that comment, Maker. Appreciate it. Currently sculpting a realistic Jeff Lebowski from Big Lebowski. So far, so good. Hope to finish this month. Awesome. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna make some. Actually, I was gonna do some eyelids and make them out of spheres, but I actually like the other way better. Anatomy for Sculptors is a must. I agree. Whenever I ask people on how to get better, they all mention that book. Yep, hey, what's up, Jimmy? Yeah, it's a really, really good reference for sure. I am doing well. How are you? I'm attempting to do a caricature of myself. So this could go good and it could go horribly bad. We'll see how it goes. Anatomy for Sculptors is the book. How you doing, Jimmy? How's the new gig? Let's see. Hey Ian, how's it going, man? Let's see. Even for traditional, so true. I might have done a few myself by accident a few times. Working and hanging, awesome. I love hiding all the things and looking at just this part. Stubborn, yeah, Scott Eaton stuff for sure. Yeah, I think he teaches a class that you can either attend live or online. Classes. What things should we keep in mind while sculpting things for print or something for print? So, well, the short version is I would punch the details, meaning make the details larger than you normally would for a character because you'll be printing it. It depends on the size you'll be printing it out at. And then make your models watertight, meaning don't leave gaps within the model, especially if you're going to be printing in resin, because those gaps or those holes will be filled with liquid resin, and it will never cure. It will just stay liquid inside there, and then sometimes that resin will leak out of the surface, and it will never cure and never dry and just look weird. So yeah. New gig. Yeah. Been lucky with such positive and supportive start. That's really cool. So if you guys don't know who Jimmy is a phenomenal sculptor that stops by here every once in a while and says hello. You should go give him a follow and check his stuff out. And what's the name of the studio that you started up? We're in a bunch of meetings. And in a bunch of meetings and watching me sculpt while you're in meetings. Yes, and Ian. Ian is another streamer on this channel. He's also a student of mine, which is awesome. So check out Ian's live stream. I think he streams every Sunday night. Good stuff. Okay, let's see. Hey, Schumann, how's it going? All right, let's see. Got to evaluate this. Okay, I was going to add the eyelids to this. Just now sculpting a piece that's super close to me, hoping to share it in a week or two. Awesome. Very cool. I saw that oh, what is his name? An old animator from Disney just drew the Robin Hood and Little John. What is his name? Gosh. I swear my brain is just getting worse and worse the older I get. But I follow him on Facebook, and they have a documentary about him that's really, really good. And what the heck is his name? I met him at Lightbox a couple times. Not Aaron, no. He's old time hand-drawn animator. Well, I mean, Aaron is too, but Aaron's not that old. Oh my gosh, what is his name? Hold on. I'll tell you in 1 second. Floyd Norman. Bam, there it is. Okay, Floyd Norman. All right. What the? No, not Glenn. Floyd Norman. Close though. Close. Jimmy is missing. There's too many Jimmys now. So funny. Okay. I gotta quit spinning the model around and get busy. Come on. All right. Is your workshop geared towards new sculptors? I fancy myself an intermediate skill level, but would still love to take some courses to improve. Yeah, it starts from beginner and goes all the way to advanced. All right, just drawing some eyelids here. All the jimmies. Can you tell me the steps I should walk through to learn sculpting characters? That's kind of, it would take more than I have time for here during the stream, but I teach exactly how to do that in my course. But that's kind of a, sorry, it's a really big question. All right. Is there a way to use Dynamesh but without welding closer shapes? Yeah, make sure all your objects are in different polygroups and just turn on keep polygroups and then it won't weld them together. How much is your course? I don't like to say the price because in case people are watching later and the price has changed. But it's comparable to other online courses. Let's see. Add some thickness. Okay, let's see. Yep, that link, it's at 3dcharacterworkshop.com. Okay. There we go. And I have some pretty heavy eyelids. Just waiting for that beard, yeah. I'm debating on whether I want to do fiber mesh like I did before, or if I want to sculpt it like with you know, traditional sculpting, like with thicker pieces. Your processes in handling eyes and eyelids are really helpful. Thanks, Gina. Do you think that is a good chance to work with stylized character for 3D printing, like statues and miniatures? Absolutely. Yep. Like if you're asking if those jobs exist, then yes, they do. And why are these so... Okay. Also sculpt it on the face mesh. Oh, could also just sculpt it on the face mesh itself. Yeah, I could actually. I haven't done that for a long time, but I totally could do that. Do you use deformers to move or just a move brush? Typically just the move brush. Sometimes I'll use the deformers for like hair and stuff, but for the most part, just the move brush. Would eyelids like this be easy to rig? No. Eventually I will retopologize them. So this is just the initial sculpting build out process that I do. Looks like a Muppet. Did you print that 3D character workshop statue you showed the other week yet? Yes, it's Neil, it's being printed right now. So, as soon as I get it, I'll show it on the live stream for sure. You know what? I think I'm gonna split hidden here, so I can just remesh this. ZBrush do good retopology. I usually use another software to do my final retopology, but I'll use ZBrush to do fast topology for specific objects. Sculpt yourself as a Muppet. Oh, that would be awesome, Jimmy. That would be a great idea. Okay. There's something you can do. There's this thing called edge loop mask border, which I really love. It puts an edge loop around the outside of a masked area. How did you go from topology curve to 3D mesh for the eyelids? So I just added dynamic thickness. So this dynamic subdivisions, and then there's a thickness slider under dynamic, under geometry, and you can just like slide it. So Tejas, I have, but you are watching the Pixologic live stream channel, and they are the makers of ZBrush. So I just like to keep the conversation to ZBrush, if that makes sense. Let's see, extrude polygroup. Oh, okay. I don't want to do that. I want to just pop it in just a little bit. There we go. Oh, come on. I don't know why it's popping in so much. That's crazy. Okay, well, I'll just move it in. Just came up and you recommended. No worries. No worries at all. I just wanted to make sure that I don't want to be rude and not answer your question. Okay, what is going on here? Okay. Having a hard time, apparently. Just wanted to blur that mask and pull it in. How long do you estimate your course takes? You know, at this point, I don't really know, because there is a ton of content there, and you can digest it at your own pace, and you might not utilize all the content that's there depending on your skill levels. And it's a lifetime access course, so you can make as many characters as you want. It's not like a one and done kind of a deal. Okay, let's remesh this. And soon I want to change it so it's more coaching, which means I will most likely increase the price at that point. Okay. Z remesh it, because I really want to spend more time with students, and having as many students as I have now, it's kind of difficult to do that. Okay, let's see, Z remesh. Fingers crossed that we'll get a good remesh. Oh. There, not too bad. Let's see, let's half it though. Simplify it a bit. There we go. couching like 101? Oh, are you talking about coaching, like one-on-one coaching? No, it will be group coaching, but more focused. Yes, there is. So, any form of contact. Yeah. So I have, there is a student community and a Discord and a live Q&A session currently. Thanks, Brad. How you doing? No, that's okay. I'm just trying to understand what you're asking. Coaching and couching are very similar words. But if you want to take a quick peek at what the student community looks like, I'll pull it up really quick so you can see it. It's got to load. So this is what it looks like currently. You can see students, all sorts of students at different levels working on their characters. So I love this one. Oh man. It's kind of slow today. There we go. Nice. Oh, I love these wrinkles. Very cool. All right, and it's got a top row too. Hey, that's you. Hey, Babu, how you doing? I love this guy. Really great. Thanks, Jimmy. It means a lot, man. Okay. I think I made his head way too tall. I say his like it's some other guy, but it's me. I made my head way too tall. Yeah, totally. It's a laid back version of ArtStation for sure. And it's I like to say that it's a safe place to post, meaning you're not gonna get posters in there. Kind of feel like talent is bogus. Talent means nothing without a ton of hard work. Yeah, I honestly, I don't want to get on my soapbox about talent. But talent to me is basically boils down to interest. If you're interested in doing a thing, then you'll naturally get better at it. So if you're interested in drawing, you're going to get better at it through hard work. And yeah, it's not like this natural innate thing that you just have, you know? Okay. Yeah, honest constructive feedback for sure. So that's what the Q&A sessions are all about. Like I will take let me see if I can pull it up really quick. But I'll have students are allowed to submit their artwork to the Q&A sessions, and then I'll go over their art and give them some feedback and help them and walk through what to fix and things like that. So let's see. I don't know if I can find it quickly enough. Okay, sorry, 1 second, almost there. Okay. This is an unlisted video that I don't want to show the address to. Come on. Ugh. Okay, so essentially, it's kind of like these live streams, and like I'll essentially just go through and talk about these different characters and how to fix them. Let me see if, where's the one? Okay, so here's the start of this one. This is the beginning. This is how it was handed to me. And then I walked them through how to quote unquote fix it. And then here's my version of it when we were done. Just different ideas and things that I was suggesting on how to change and make her look more appealing. The head proportions are still off, but yeah. So anyway, and then just kind of a Q&A session so students can ask questions like, how do I do this? How do I do that? That kind of stuff. So, all right. Okay. Hey, Charles. How's it going? Good to see you, man. How have you been? How you holding up? Okay. Let's see here. Now we got everybody showing up today. Hey, what's up, Mike? Man, we got a bunch of pros in here today. You're making me all nervous. All right. All right, I'm doing a caricature, a self-caricature today. And it was originally drawn by a good friend of mine. His name's Nathan Lindsay. And I worked with him back at Avalanche. You know, I try, Charles. I try, man. So this is the original drawing that he did, and I sculpted this back when he made this drawing of me, and now I'm wanting to do it again. I've lost some weight, and my skills have increased, and so I thought I'd try it again, and like a newer updated version of it. And I really like that drawing, and it's Nathan Lindsay's birthday today, so happy birthday, Nathan. And yeah, so that's what we're doing today. And Charles is an awesome character sculptor / modeler. You should go check out his stuff. Charles, if you want, sorry for calling you out, man, but if you want, feel free to post a link to your portfolio in here. I'd love people to see the awesomeness that is your art. Okay. And you know, you're on YouTube, it's better to post over on Twitch. If you just go to Twitch slash Pixologic, you can find the stream and just post it in there. For some reason, YouTube doesn't like links, so you might get shut down. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Alina. I've lost close to 45 pounds so far. Pretty crazy. I went whole food plant-based last year. It's been a year since March, actually. And I highly recommend it for anyone wanting to get healthy. I love it. Okay, so let's stitch this and get this sculptable, shall we? Yeah, Neil found him. There you go. Okay. Let's make this real. Apply. I should probably save it. Let's see. I should just call this me 01. Yeah, when I say pros, I'm not kidding. So I want to give, like, I have a lot of, I want to call it eye meat, which is like the flesh above my eye, my eyelid, upper eyelid. It's quite heavy, so it hides my eyelid crease. Just in my regular, what is it? What, like my neutral pose? You can't even see my upper eyelid. So, okay. Let's prepare this. Apply this. Okay, and then merge. Thanks, Charles. I appreciate it, man. Virtual hugs, my friend. I can't wait for the gatherings to kick back up, like Lightbox and CTN and stuff like that, so we can see each other again, you know? All right. Oh, come on. Stop it. Oh, geez. Sometimes. Okay. I'm trying to decide if I want to combine the ears right now or combine them later. And I think I'm going to leave them separate. Why not? Yeah, Jimmy's phenomenal. I love when artists inspire artists and leaving egos at the door and all that stuff. It makes my heart sing. You know, I think I might leave the eyelids separate too. Why not? I've been doing that a lot lately and I've enjoyed it. I know that sounds funny. I've enjoyed leaving my eyelids separate. Okay. What? Oh, that's why. Okay. There we go. So I'm gonna separate those back out. Because when you merge your eyelids together with your model, they tend to get lost a bit, and then you have to build them back up and that kind of stuff. So let's see. Split. Okay. Right? Right? Oh. Yeah. No room for egos. Okay, so let's stitch this together. Sorry, I'm yapping too much today. I'm not getting very far very fast. Usually I'm further by now. Hey, Robert, how you doing? Oh, man. Oh, sorry. When I'm listening, I have to listen to some of my favorite music, not live, so you guys can hear it because they'll shut my stream down. But I always like to tell you what I'm listening to, so if you want to listen with me, you can. And right now I'm listening to The Ghost in You, which is an original song by Psychedelic Furs, I believe, back in the 80s. And then BT redid it, and it's just phenomenal. I wonder if I can... I'm going to copy this link and give it to you guys. Oh, it's so good. So good. All right. And it's really, really hard not to sing along. So I apologize if I start singing. Okay. Let's do a remesh by union. Stitch this sucker together. And accept. Okay. We have stitch. Now we can get the real sculpting on. All right. I'm not going to decimate this time and just go for it. So, let's see. I'm going to say Sculptors Pro. Okay. Let's see how big this guy is compared to my scene. Move it away. Okay. Yeah, I have all sorts of imposter syndrome. Even after 22 years of career, I still like, who am I to be teaching, you know? I think that all the time. You should check out my playlist on Spotify if you need to listen to a bunch of different and somewhat new stuff. Oh yeah, absolutely. I love new stuff. Okay, the reason I'm scaling this whole thing up, I turned the transpose all selected subtools on, and I'm scaling the whole thing up because the density of the dynamic topology inside of Sculptors Pro, I know this is sounding like highly technical hoity-toity talk, but basically the subdivision, or as I'm working it, I like to turn adaptive off because usually by default, the triangle density is tied to your brush size, and I'm not a big fan of that. I like just to have an even overall brush size when I'm working, and it only goes so small as compared to the size of your model. So if you scale your model up, you'll get smaller triangles, if that makes sense. So all right, 16 years, still feel like a beginner. Yep. You know, teaching, I've actually learned so much teaching that I never would have thought. Like, you almost learn more teaching than you do doing the thing in the first place. Like, I have to learn it even more in order to teach it, that I feel like. So I feel less imposter syndrome when I'm teaching it, you know? Devin Townsend's new album. Oh, I got to check that out. And this sounds totally funny, but I like Billie Eilish's new stuff. I know that sounds silly, but I'm a fan. It's good stuff. Okay, so you can see that when I hit shift, it I gotta turn symmetry on. The triangles are really large, so I want to turn this subdivision size down right here. Let's see. Probably about here. There we go. And I'm just, I like to just kind of paint in this area with an even number, not. Hey, Babu, thanks. Okay. And I want to crank up the subdivision, how smooth it is. Oh, really? Stubborn Funky Donkey. That's funny. Now we can start to merge these things together. Speaking of humble artists, have you seen The Mitchells versus the Machines? It's a new show out on Netflix, and my good friend Chris Wright was one of the sculptors on that film. You guys know Chris Wright. I believe Christopher Wright. Yeah, super good. And I love all the 2D stuff that they put in there. You know, like if you, and I love the take on the characters. They have even as far as all the way down to like their eye shapes, their eyelids, like they're not the eyelids, but the eyelashes, the thick and thin in the eyelashes, they almost look hand drawn. Super cool. Okay. Oh my goodness, Jimmy, that pug in that show just had me dying. Like pig dog. So good. So good. Yeah, Gina, Sculptors Pro is my favorite new workflow. like newish workflow. I really like it. Because I don't run out of geometry when I'm working. And I can kind of keep the flow going and the topology even and not worry about topology as I'm going. And it's just nice that way. Hey, Afori, how you doing? That's just a beautiful mistake. Okay. Let's do the brow lines. That's a little heavy. So, Charles or Jimmy, I was just wondering if you two, do you ever use Sculptors Pro much? What are the line/text on your brush? What are you talking about? Are you talking about these brushes down here? So these are custom brushes that I made, and most of them are based off of other brushes that already exist. And I try and give credit where as much as I can, but you can get these brushes if you want to play with them over at my website, 3dcharacterworkshop.com. I give them away for free. You can go grab them over there. And just, there's a weird visual bug on your cursor. I don't know what you're meaning. Is it displaying something strange? Is it still? Oh my goodness, weird. I can see it inside of inside OBS, but it's not on my screen. What in the world? I don't know what that is. Here, let's go see if there's a texture on here. I don't know what that is. It's from the streaming software. Why is it doing that? I have no idea. I have no idea what that is. I'm going to get questions about it until the end of the stream. I know that for sure. Hey, Clovis, thank you so much. It does it to all streamers, really? What the world is that? It's like a little paragraph. It's like, on this day. All right, Alex, thanks, man. You've noticed that with other streamers and ZBrush as well? That is bonkers. What in the world? Okay. I don't know what's going on with that. Do you sculpt with Sculptors Pro? Yes, I do. I do. I love it. It's like the most dry dry hamburger stuck to your cursor. That's really strange. Okay. Getting back to it. Off for lunch. Well, thank you so much for stopping by, Charles. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Hope to see you again in real life soon. Oh, did Ashley pop in? Hey, Ash, how you doing? Welcome. Okay, Ashley, does that happen to you where it puts this weird, like, paragraph of text on your cursor? What in the world is happening? And now I have proof that you're a double threat. Because those latest characters you just posted on ArtStation are phenomenal, Ashley. Holy crap, those are cool. They're so good. And I'm sorry, but I'm going to show them. If you don't mind. Hopefully you don't mind, but I'm going to show you off because these are amazing. And they're stylized characters. Look at these. Look at these. Look at them. Oh my goodness, those are amazing. Like. Look at those. All right, Jimmy. So good. Ashley's another streamer on here. You can go watch her stream. And she doesn't... You should do some stylized characters during your stream. I don't know. They're so awesome. I love the poses. I love the line of action. Just super duper duper cool stuff. Makes me happy. Okay. Let's get these. I'm trying not to make myself look angry or sad or any kind of expression other than just kind of glad. Anyway, sorry to show off your stuff, Ashley, but it needs to be shown off. It's awesome. I'm doing that all day, every day for work, and you get worn out and you love variety. I get it. I understand. Which, you know, I should try to do what you do sometimes and come up with some crazy creature, because that looks hella fun. All right. Start. Let's see if this is working here. Just being slow build up. Well, Ash, all I have to say is you're dang good at what you do. And hello, welcome to the stream. Hey, Lucy. This concept is me. So I'm redoing a caricature of myself. It's kind of meta because a friend of mine, his name is Nathan Lindsay, an animator friend of mine from Avalanche slash Disney Disney Interactive. I used to work with him at Avalanche, and he's a phenomenal caricature artist. And he was kind enough to caricature me one time, and I love it. And I sculpted it once, but I wanted to update it and sculpt it again. So I'm sculpting kind of a caricature of myself, and it looks like this. So this is the original drawing, and I've lost a bit of weight since then, and so I'm toning it down somewhat, but I'm keeping the essence there. And it's Nathan's birthday today, so happy birthday, Nathan. He's a cool guy, cool cat. Right, actually. It makes me laugh every time I see it. It just makes me laugh. It's like he's got my derpy smile and my nose and my ear. Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff. Yeah, I had my headphones or well, I'm gonna put a hat on for sure. All right. So it'll change when I get the hair and stuff in there, you know. And the lip shapes. Let's see. How would you do a collar? There are so many different ways to do a collar, but basically you can just use a cylinder. That's the easiest way. Just use a cylinder and squish it down and shape it, and then delete the top and the bottom and add thickness. That's usually what I would do. Or you can use the topology brush and draw it on. Hey Vinit, how you doing? Gotta get my lips going. It's snowing in St. Petersburg. Holy cow. Well, thanks for hanging out. Hopefully you'll get warmer weather soon. That's crazy. Studying a face you know so well through somebody else's eyes is an incredible exercise for sure. That's putting it lightly. Interesting way to think about it, huh? Oh yeah, COVID in India. How are you holding up, Bennett? Hopefully. Oh man, I feel so horrible. It's on the news here in the US every day what India is going through, so ugh. Yeah, it's pretty nice here as far as weather goes. Hey Steven. Doing well, thank you very much. That's one thing is I never really see myself from the side, so I'm like, how do I look from the side? And then my cheeks don't puff out this much. So I'm trying to balance what it looks like from the front versus the 3/4. Yeah. Got to get him smiling. St. Petersburg, Russia. Yep, always cold. Well, I was going to ask a dumb nerdy question like what's the what is it called? Longitude? The how far north you are on the globe? All right, take care. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. Okay. And this is so asymmetrical. I'll get all that asymmetry happening here in a little bit. There we go. Pretty much hiding my eyelids. I don't even know why I made them. I gotta get the brows out there. I think that's kind of the hardest part right here is, there we go. Then bigger eyelids. I'm glad you're enjoying watching. Yeah, this is not my typical what I do. How do I delete subdivision levels to use Sculptress? You just go to geometry and then pick your subdivision level that you want and then say delete lower and delete higher, and then that's how you do it, and then they go away. Sorry, right here. Delete lower, delete higher. These buttons, not these buttons. Okay. Oh, the cicada brood is coming. No. Yeah, yeah. So many bugs. We get lots of bugs here too. We get box elder bugs. Do you know what those are? Box elder bugs? Okay. Let's see. I think I might change this puffiness into my jaw rather than my right here. So more like pushing it in more of a triangle shape. There you go. Okay. And then I can blend the neck out too. Yeah. As well as mosquitoes. So I live near a lake. It's called Utah Lake. And it is it's very, very shallow. And it's so shallow that it's pretty much a puddle. Like the deepest it gets is 12 feet, and it's a ginormous lake, maybe 14 feet, something like that. It doesn't get very, very deep. And so basically it's just like a cesspool for bugs. And there's these things called mayflies. And so they look like giant mosquitoes. They're like bigger mosquitoes, but they don't suck your blood. They just annoy you, which is better than mosquitoes, but still they're huge and they're just all over the place. Um, let's see, brushes, where are you? Brushes, smooth. I'm just looking for a stronger, smooth brush. There we go. And smooth stronger. There we go. There. At what stage do you start breaking up the symmetry? So I usually save that for the very, very end. So because I want to utilize symmetry for as long as possible. Okay, and I'm going over time today a little bit. I'm just having fun, so. Wait, 12, 1, no I'm not. I still got 45 minutes. Okay. I'm thinking I've gone 15 minutes over, but I'm not. The state bird is a mosquito. Oh, it's funny. Our state bird is the seagull. That's like, why is it the seagull? There's no sea around here, right? Why is it the seagull? And the reason why is actually a bug story. It's the seagulls came and ate all of the locusts one season, and because the locusts were eating all the crops, and they thought that the locusts were just going to kill all the crops. And then the seagulls came and ate them, and so now the seagulls are our state bird because they saved the crops. uh, Gozer, yeah. I usually have perspective turned off while I'm sculpting. Only in ZBrush though, because perspective in ZBrush is kind of strange. It's kind of a strange thing. So you have to just work around it and work with it. And usually orthographic's better to work in. And then I'll check it every once in a while in perspective just to make sure it's working. Come on, close. Sorry, I'm focusing for a second here. Yeah, yeah. I don't know why it's putting that weird text on there. I guess it's happening to a lot of different sculptors. Um, I don't know where it's coming from. It's really strange, but it's like part of the streaming software. It's really strange because when I go over, it's only when ZBrush is active too. Really strange. I don't know why. I wish I did. Okay. How can I color it? You use polypaint. So do a Google search for polypaint, and that's how you color your models inside of ZBrush. Okay. Run over this lip again. Okay, let's get some teeth in there. Polypaint? No, it's you can just turn it on with any brush. It's right here, RGB right there. And then you can just paint with it. I'm gonna pull this in. I found polypaint sufficient for my stylized characters. Is that legit? Like I feel pressure to use substance. I've never, well, I shouldn't say never. I hardly ever use substance for my stylized characters. You can use whatever you'd like Photoshop or, yeah, it doesn't matter. Quixel mixer. It just depends on your goal and how far you should take your characters. Like if your end goal calls for more realistic textures, then maybe substance would be the way to go. I'm not liking the shape of these lips here. Feel square to me. Especially, so I like to turn on different materials so I can see what I'm actually doing and see how clean the surface is. And you can see all these undulations underneath the nose. And I'm not a fan of that, so whoops. It's gonna look weird for a minute, but I want to pull the bottom lip out. Or not the bottom lip, the bottom of the top lip. And then I can use this fill brush to kind of fill in this area here and build that up so it doesn't have all those undulations. Okay, that feels better. Okay, now to build up this area. New indie gamer developer, do it. So I'm using the alt version of the fill brush, which actually cuts into the surface rather than fills it. Yeah, it's kind of called 3D scanning, I guess. It sort of exists already. For realistic anyway, not for caricature. I don't know that caricature could ever really be a thing with automation, because it's mostly up to the choices of the person doing the art. So maybe. Just pull this in a little bit more. The reference is on my other screen. So it looks like this. Whoops. There you go. So I'm still getting there, still working on it. It's taking me a while. Plus I'm trying to do a kind of a little bit of a skinnier version of it. Yes, and it was done by my friend Nathan Lindsay, whose birthday is today. But a heavy detailed piece is always awesome. Yeah, it's even if you get a nice underlying sculpt, the detail will just add to it eventually. Yeah, I'm making my own version. It's like a caricature of a caricature sort of deal. I want to make it just a little. Yeah, the dome. So when you sculpt with perspective off, is there any advantages or just a personal preference? Because usually when I turn perspective on, the proportions get distracting. So when I do turn proportions on, I'll decrease the focal length. So for example, the default in ZBrush is 35. It's like a 35 millimeter camera. And I like to use 50 or 85. So if I turn perspective on, yeah, you can see how it's really, especially if you get closer to the camera, it gets really kind of pushed and pulled and distorted. So I will turn it to 85, and then it just has a little tiny bit of distortion perspective on it, and it's not as distracting. The ArtStation notification, no, I think I turned all those off, Shane. I don't know. Okay, let's start doing, I might merge these eyelids in just so I can get a better transition between them. So I'm gonna get rid of these uppers since you can't even see them. And save it. Oops. Me 02. There we go. Okay. Trying to decide if I want to do that or if I want to leave them. Maybe if I just fill them with a color so they don't change color so much. So I'll just fill them with white for now. And then fill this with white. And the eyes. Okay. Oh, so I'll leave it not attached for a little while longer. Looks like I have a little hole right there. I can fix that just by doing a mirror and weld. Now it's gone. Okay, I think adding teeth will make a big difference. And eyebrows, of course. Okay. And this material is called ZBrush modeling clay. ZBrush modeling clay. So if you want to look that up online and get it, you can. That's what helps you see the surface. Hey Edwin, how you doing? Is there a way to export history? Yeah, you have to save it as a project, not as a Z tool. And that will save history. But you just got to be warned that your files could get gigantic, so just be very careful with that. Whoops. Oh, did you find it, Neil? Awesome, thanks. Let's turn on topological. Can you have multiple projects open? No, you can have multiple Z tools, but not multiple projects. No, there's not a way. That's the only way. That is the only way. Okay, what's going on here? Look at all that. So sometimes if that happens, see that big hole right there? You can just use this close holes and it will fill it, and then you can just re-Sculptris Pro over the top of it and it should fix it. Okay. Now I do want to give me some, it's funny saying give me, I want to give me some smile lines. Just right here, just to start. All right, dude. Thanks for hanging out, man. I appreciate it. Always good to chat. Turn the power of this up. All right. After doing that, I introduced a bunch of warbles, so now I got to clean it up. Warbles. That instantly makes me look like old man. Old man Jenkins. Nice. Well, I hope you're full. All right, give myself a bit of a neck fat. Just joining the workshop. Awesome. Appreciate it. Like I said, it's a good time to join. We're doing we're going to start some weekly sculpts or weekly challenges starting this Sunday. Excited for that. Okay. I'm going to make some big changes from the side here. Maybe not such a big old dome there. I wanted to exaggerate, but maybe not that much. There you go. That's better, I think. Yeah, a little bit coneheady, coneheadish. Zippy the pinhead. Yeah, me too. You're not the only one. And then I'll get the hat on there and it'll make more sense. The ears and the lids are not attached for now. They're separate. Hey, what's up, Thorn? Cone head. Okay, let's get some. I'm gonna have to get a picture of me from the side so I can make sure I get my profile closer. Okay, so let's get some the teeth in there. Split, split. First the gums, then the teeth. It'll be fun to see. And I remember making this the first time, the teeth were the funnest to do. Because I gave myself more gangly teeth than I have in real life, or at least I hope so. Let's see, group by normals. Delete those. Add some thickness. Yeah, it's a big deal. Let's kill the creases and turn off post sub div. And I want them to go to the inside of the mouth, not the outside. So that's what that offset is, that -100. I want to push it in instead of out. So let's take a look now. And like I said, these are just the gums. Okay, now let's shape them better. So I'm really just dealing with this. That's what the beauty of dynamic thickness is you don't have to adjust or edit all of the stuff that's happening here, just here. So I can delete, oops, I don't mean to clip it. Still have the clip curve. Let's see, Zunk. Delete hidden. Hey, what's up, Tom? I recently, after working for a while, I start over with your project start file. I load my tool that I just saved and it deletes your ruler file and only loads the top subtool. So Tom, when you're loading a Z tool into ZBrush, what's actually happening is it's adding it to the list of tools right here. See all these? These are all tools. And since I started with my ruler file, the ruler is still the topmost subtool in this list. I didn't delete it. But if I go and I load another tool in here, like this primitive hand, I'll just pick a random one, right? I'll load that in here, and you can see that that hand loaded in with all its subtools right here, and it left the other one is still loaded up here. Does that make sense? So it's not replacing that tool, it's adding that tool in the group of tools that the project has loaded. So if you want to get the ruler file, like say in this file, and it doesn't, like say if it didn't have one, this does have one, but if it didn't, then what you can do is go select the ruler of this in this other file right here. And if they're the same size in the scene, like you can turn on the floor and make sure that it's the same size, select the ruler and then go to your other tool like this and then hit insert or append and then go grab that ruler and it will add it to this new one. If you hit append, it'll add it to the bottom of the list. If you hit insert, it will add it right after the currently selected subtool. So does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. So just so you guys know, this is Pixologic's live streaming channel. Pixologic makes ZBrush. So I like to keep the conversation on ZBrush, not other software, if that's okay. makes sense, but it's what's not working? Like you can't append a ruler to your file? How to delete an object within the same layer? You just have to hide the object and then go delete hidden. That's how you delete an object. Okay, kind of looks like Gary Shandling for a minute. ZBrush is not free software, but they do have a free version called ZBrush Core Mini. You can go try that out. Thanks, Neil. Tom, maybe maybe send me your file and I'll take a look at it. But I need to turn accepting submissions back on in the community forum. This guy's starting to make me laugh, so I think it's working. I'm new to sculpting, so this makes me impressed. Thanks. Yeah, Tom, or just message me in the forum. I can take a look. Yeah, Vanta, I'm actually going to bring it in. Here, let's just bring it in from my bear. So let's do, well, let me save this first. So I've been actually working on my bear recently because I made him 3D printable. I'm trying to make him into a pen holder. So I can show you guys that. Da, 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 da. 3D printable ruler, maybe this one. And I've been using live boolean. Here, let's switch to skin shade 4. Turn on live boolean, and you can see, so see this is a Wacom pen holder. So if you guys didn't know, this pen holder actually comes with ZBrush. If you go to projects, Wacom, there's 2 base pen holders and pens that you can use and build a sculpt around and then 3D print it. As long as you don't change the size of this, you can 3D print it to scale, and it works pretty well. So I'm getting this printed right now. It's going to be a fun little Wacom pen holder. And I was going to steal this hat from my bear. This is my logo for my workshop. And I was going to steal this hat and give it to my new guy. So here's what I'm doing. See, same thing, Tom, is I selected that hat and made it the active subtool. I want to add that hat to this Z tool. So I'm gonna go hit append and click on this. See how it says the hat. And now it's really small down here. You can see it. I'll select it. Symmetry is turned off. Hey Tara, awesome, thanks. How did you measure the pen holder to fit? So what I did was I actually used my ruler and I imported, because the pen holder is already to scale in that project file, and I just appended the ruler, and then it was already the right size as compared to the ruler. And when you do a 3D print export, just export it at the 200 millimeter size, the size of the ruler, and then your pen holder will come out the correct size. Okay, I'm glad you guys like it. It's a little teeny tiny hat. Okay, let's turn on the floor and get this all centered and rotated correctly. I don't care that it's perfectly symmetrical, just somewhat close. There's a Wacom pen holder project in ZBrush that he used and appended the bear. Yes, Emmanuel. Yep, that's what I was just saying. But they were asking, like, how do I keep it the proper size? How did I export it the right size? I remember you once explained how you did the letters of 3D Character Workshop, but I don't remember. So there is a Z plugin that's called Text 3D and Vector Shapes. So I just went and got my font that I use for my logo, and I rebuilt my logo in 3D Space using this text and 3D vector plugin. So I just rebuilt it, and then inside there you can add bevels and all sorts of fun stuff. So that's what I did, is I essentially rebuilt it that way. All right. Whoop. All right, let's reset this. I'm gonna put it down on 0, 0, make sure it's all centered and nice. Okay. There we go. I kind of want it to sit down low. And maybe peek it out this way more. Oh, funny. I'm age 16, and I only just know the basics, but I'm very interested in this. How do I become pro as you? Your suggestions may help. So I would look, well, first of all, I would start sculpting as soon as possible. There are a couple of free and cheap resources you can get. There's a software called ZBrush Core Mini. If you can try that out and see if you like it, there's a lot of things you can do with that. And that is free. You can check it out. If you want to learn the basics of ZBrush, Michael Pavlovich has some great tutorials on YouTube. I need to turn my symmetry back on. And you can also check out Ask ZBrush or the ZBrush Classroom. But as far as if you're wanting to specifically learn stylized characters, like I do with ZBrush, I teach an online course called the 3D Character Workshop. Yeah, I love YouTube for that. But the problem with YouTube is anybody can teach on there. And you might not always get the most proper education from there. It could be outdated. It could be, leading you down the wrong path. But yes, the best thing to do is learn the fundamentals, learn how to hide and show things and mask things, and learn how to measure. Okay, I'm gonna try something with this hat though. I feel like I want it to be like way down here. Maybe slant it up slightly like this. That's too low. Yeah, maybe like that. That's better. Thanks, Neil. Okay. Yeah, angled, down lower. Kind of want to take this neck in. This neck. I might make it wider from the front and then shorter. One day you'll become a pro and then you'll talk to me. Okay, sounds good. Well, thanks for stopping by. Best of luck on your adventures. Yeah, did somebody say Epic just acquired ArtStation? Yes, that is a true fact, a true statement. This will look much better when I get eyebrows and, you know, eyelashes and the glasses on there. The glasses will really, really help, I think. Yeah, when I get to the hair, I'll have some on there for sure. I kind of want to pull this job, like exaggerate it and pull it backwards. Like something like that. Yeah, there we go. Just to kind of match that exaggeration from the front. Hey, Lewis. Yeah, that crooked smile is hilarious, isn't it? And just those of you who are joining us just now, I'm doing a caricature of myself that has been drawn by a friend of mine. His name is Nathan Lindsay, and I used to work with him at Avalanche, Disney Interactive a long time. No, it seems like a long time ago, a while ago. And this is what it looks like. So that's what's on my other screen. I'm still working on a whole bunch of stuff, getting there slowly. But anyway, it's Nathan's birthday today. Happy birthday, Nathan. Which is ironic because I was just thinking about this and then he showed up on my feed as it being his birthday. I'm like, oh, nice. All right, yeah, that crooked smile. When I get the teeth in there and all that stuff, so I'll apply this. Hey, Jerome, how you doing, man? Oh my goodness, that's the question of the day, isn't it? Oh, so Jerome, I was going to reach out and tell you that I'm going to be starting something that may interest you. As part of the course, every Sunday, starting this Sunday, I'm going to be doing a weekly challenge, building up from the base stuff and building up from there. And starting this Sunday, we're going to be doing a Saturday morning cartoon blockout challenge. So you're probably slammed with stuff, but you could check it out. Yep, this is ZBrush. Just making some gum holes. Yeah, so that might help you, get a further grasp on blocking out characters in ZBrush. Why is this so quick? Oh, there we go. And hope you're doing well. Looks like I just ran out of time. But I'm gonna keep going a little bit more today. As long as Pablo doesn't boot me off. Yeah, you're actually watching the Pixologic live stream channel. Pixologic makes the makers of ZBrush. All right. Just gonna get a couple teeth in there to start with. How high of a poly count do you go before the program decides to make you work harder to deal with? That's something I don't think about, honestly. So I couldn't tell you. Pushing clay today, awesome. Drum, we should just hang out sometime while you just shoot the breeze while we're sculpting away. Not too unlike we're doing now, but Okay, let's see. Split MS points. There we go. Gave myself some hellacious buck teeth. Why not? I look like Alfred E. Newman. You guys know who that is? How many knows who that is? It tells you how old I am. Oh, this is hilarious. All right, Sad. Well, maybe by watching these, it'll entice you to pick it up and give it a go sometime. Yeah, yeah, the guy from Mad Magazine. Oh yeah, Wallace and Gromit. They're very, very known for their mouths on their characters. Aardman animations. How can I find the content of the course? Are you a student? Or are you just looking for the course in general? So if you're interested in the course itself, just check out 3dcharacterworkshop.com. Yeah, the teeth, right? Thanks, Neil. Okay, I'm gonna put these in auto groups. To retopologize the gum and teeth, do you recommend do that in a separate software? Yeah, when I get there. It's got dark teeth. It's all derp. He looks like such a derp. So it's pretty spot on. Yeah, Badger, I need to do a better job at building out that sales page so you know more about what's in the course. But I can give you a kind of a behind the scenes preview really quickly. 1 second. Oh, got to autosave. One second. Okay, so this is it. This is what you see inside the course when you first log in. And there's this welcome, there's early beginner ZBrush walkthrough where I walk a good friend of mine, Adam and Noah, he's an illustrator. I walk him through his very first day in ZBrush. And then I have this male bust mini course where I walk you through kind of what I'm doing here on the live stream, but in more depth. And then the actual 3D character workshop starts here. And you have ZBrush fundamentals, character design, character blockout, refining, anatomy, clothing, props, hair, posing, rendering, 3D printing, how to make a game character out of it, and then a whole bunch of bonuses like interviews with industry professionals. And then there's a whole bunch of student provided tutorials where students will find out different methods, and I'll include them in the course here. And just some older lessons as well. So that's kind of a rundown of everything you get. So hopefully that helps. Oh yes, and sirloin is in there too. Sirloin is a whole other character that I did, and I took him all the way to Substance Painter. And you can follow along with that one. It's a lot of content. This guy is so feeling like Alfred E. Newman. All right. All right, I think I'm gonna wrap it up for the day. But thank you everybody so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. It makes it funner when I have an audience, and you know, we can yap and talk about making stylized characters, sculpting, you know, all the fun things. Maybe like this. Yeah, there's a lot of tuning that needs to happen on this guy, I think. But so far, not bad. I'm liking how he's going so far. Does it? Maybe more of a chin. There we go. Yeah, I'm sure. I do these weekly. If you want to catch me again, I stream every single Monday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. So you can catch me again next Monday, where I will continue making this character. So, and you can watch past live streams that I've done on Pixologic's YouTube channel. If you do a search for Shane Olson, that's Olson, on YouTube, you can find my stuff. All right, guys. Thank you again for hanging out. Thank you, Neil, for all the stuff you do. And thanks, everybody. Have a good one. And we will catch you next Monday. don't forget, I give away these brushes for free. Go grab them over at 3dcharacterworkshop.com. Have a great day. We'll see ya.